Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the masterclass. So that now that we have top 10 sales reports who are going for the win. We were joined by participants from more than 90 unique countries, that is 90 unique countries. And we had more than 600 report creators registering for the event and attending live sessions and submitting reports for the award ceremony for the Power BI for the report competition. So we will now go on to reviewing all the top 10 reports, and how Rudita from Ernst Young just said, not only one person from one country took a look at it, but it was a joint review process from many different experts from different countries. So in the feedback that now we will go through now, you can learn not only from one expert or four experts, but more than that. Without any further ado, so let's get down to business. The first report in a random number. First, let's see the video, and then let's have a short discussion. So the video for the first report, I'm sending live now.
So this sales report is for a company that sells electronics, and it specializes in different display technologies. It is meant for sales managers and upper management. Now, what we can see on this report is that we have a separate block for the main KPIs. We have a funnel visual, tree map visual, donut, and a table visual. Now, these visuals interact with each other, so this allows you to interactively filter certain scenarios. So, for example, I can focus on offers. I can choose a specific company. I can open the hierarchical table, use the donut visualize to find a certain product category and everything. And this now filters out the specific sales results, or at least the offers that correlate with the dimensions I selected. And what's also interesting is that the clear button is actually dynamic. So if you don't have any filters, you don't see the clear button. If you filter something, the clear button pops out. Now, three other things that you can do in this report is, for example, open up the sales analysis funnel. And this opens up a pop-up right here. So what we can see here is sales results for the current fiscal year. So these months we have already actual sales results, and this is the threshold, the red line. Now, for the next 6 months, since we don't have the actual results, these are the projected sales with the weighted probability. And also we have a black line right here, which showcases us the actual sales targets, taking into consideration sales results for previous months. So what else we can do here is we can click on the info button. This just provides a pop-up for the user so he quickly understands what exactly is being showcased here and how to read the visual. Now we can quickly close this one. Next one is the decomposition tree. So this one showcases us certain product categories in the pathway and how we can see different dynamics. So for example, we can start off with the KPI. We can choose a certain industry. So for example, consumer electronics, focus on touchscreen monitors, 9-inch monitors. And here we can open up the probability cluster, which showcases the amount of offers we have for different probabilities. Once you have set the pathway you want to explore, you can also choose from these 4 different metrics right here at the top. So for example, potential sales, and still follow that same path to understand what exactly is happening and what are the results for those probabilities. Now, once we've done that, the last thing that we haven't covered is the what if analysis. So once we click on what if, this opens up again another pop-up, which showcases us the current pipeline. And what we can do here is actually reduce the price for a certain percentage and see how this could affect our sales results.
Great. Before we turn to feedback, a note from the team is that you might ask, why are you guys sharing sensitive information? It is not. During the bootcamp, we were also told where to look up random data. And if the team behind the jury who looked at the reports thought it's real data and sensitive data, the report had been dismissed. So all of the data is generated. On this, I would like to ask Paul and then Arturs to comment. Paul, a few words about this, what we just saw.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for taking my comments. So, I mean, it's just crazy how quickly you can get to the insights, with this report, using the donuts. And I wish when I was a kid, I wish I had such a donut when you take a piece of a donut and you get another donut. So that's just a dream for for everyone else. But turning into like more serious note, I really like to see, just by looking at the glance of the dashboard, it's clear, how the pipeline is looking from a sales perspective, and anybody with the sales management, experience can see how their pipeline is shaping up, where to act on and where not to, and also being able to give such an insight through these donuts is immense. Yet when you have such amount of data and such amount of different figures, it would be good if we could have a consolidated view on what is the pattern of how I can improve my sales performance. So as a sales manager, what would be the insights that I can take action on, and if that could be suggested as an improvement, probably that would be it.
All right, Arthurs, anything to add on that?
I will look at this and all of the other reports from sales perspective only, both as a sales manager and potentially a salesperson, unless it is actually explicitly indicated that this is for the management. And with this being said, I definitely saw a fresh breeze of air within this report because it has been focusing on the future. Majority of sales reports that I've seen are representing a fact of a history. So having a funnel and knowing that the funnel representation is actually requiring a bit of a creativity, since I haven't seen, at least up until today, a custom visual that is nicely showing a sales funnel. So it's always a creative part for the report creator. So having that funnel is definitely showing insights where potentially an action is needed. So I opened that report earlier this morning. The first thing I did is I clicked on one of the funnel stages. I think it was, for instance, stage in negotiation. So in a sense, I was asking myself, so which are the deals that are very close to be brought home, sort of closed, and where potentially attention is needed. And this is something you still can maybe affect. So from that perspective, that gave me a really great wow. Maybe there are some tiny details. So once I started to exploring this and I used this filtering, so I noticed that in the table there were deals still left with a 0% probability. So, and that left me a bit wondering, so if it's a negotiation stage, how it can be 0% probability? So there's always space for continuing using the data and filtering out, but for the actionable insight. So other than that, great job. I mean, it was something really sort of pushed me asking questions and looking for answers.